Recording. This is my first time doing a Zoom group call, so Pauline's kind of teaching me, guiding me through.
Oh, you've done this before. You're a pro.
Yeah. So maybe just, should we just start, and then as people want to join, they can join, and yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. So just to share a little bit with everybody, Pauline and I actually met in Peru. So we were actually in quarantine together, lockdown in Peru.
We got to know each other more.
Hi, Johnny.
Hello.
Yeah, so we, but before the lockdown, we got to visit all these really sacred, special sites in Peru and connect to powerful energy in the Peruvian people and also the land there. And so I'm just gonna go in here and sorry, I'm just seeing something here. If I go to oh, I see. Okay.
I wish.
There we go. I needed to see how to mute the thing. So, but yeah, one of the most magical part for me of the whole experience was getting to have all these like downloads in these ancient spots and getting to know these beautiful people. And we're doing all this deep ceremony work. And then all of a sudden the country shuts down and we're in lockdown in this beautiful home in the middle of the Sacred Valley. And then we got to do more prayer and more deep work and tune in deeper together and play and dance. And then it feels like that planted a seed for Pauline and I to gather together today. Oh, 1 second. Oh my goodness.
Yep, I'm unmuted now.
Okay, I know. I figured it out. You're unmuted now.
Thank you. So yeah, Courtney and I spent a lot of time together. You know, she shared with me me and the group a lot of teachings in terms of, you know, beautiful dance, and we just really meditated, and we spent a lot of time doing offerings, and we had nearby two major apus in the Pisac in a sacred valley. One is Apu Pashatusan, and one is the Condor Apu, and it was just really an immense and transformative time, and we want to share that energy with you today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like one of the most beautiful things about being in Peru for me was tuning into the way that this ancient culture, and I know that this is true around the world, but how they really honored the heart space. And one of the places we went to, we literally sat in a temple for the heart and got to get this really beautiful download from these like ancient rocks, and just really anchoring into like, this is the place where we bring together the two worlds, the upper and the lower, and where we can really create and anchor in a beautiful world here. And seeing how many beautiful things they built from that space, it's like, ooh, it's time for us to create from that space. Yeah.
And to that, I want to share with you some of the teachings from one of our Andean teacher, Puma. And he really, you know, teaches a lot about the heart, you know, tapping into your heart. And he said, before asking for protection, before asking for anything from your guides, from your guardians, always say, thank you for the miracle of life. So I want to say thank you first and foremost for the miracle of life and for this beautiful time that we are spending together. I want to honor each and every one of you who's taken this time for yourself. And also he taught us that if you want to set the energy wherever you are, in your room or anywhere, in any space where you are, the most important thing is intent, and to blow your breath 3 times by saying You can say that in your internally. I am purity. I am love. I am protection. We use the breath a lot in the Andes. And intention. Intentions are very powerful. And also waking up first thing in the morning, he always taught us, today I choose to be in love, to love, and to be loved. This is the level of life he taught us that you can be of best service in your life, is to tap into that well that in your heart. And he also taught us that our hearts have one purpose, and that's to emanate infinite love. Such a love heals. Such a life transforms our planet. And if you are letting the world affecting you so much, in that exact way, you can also affect the world. When you are doing it consciously with love, then unconsciously you could be emanating the hardship and heavy energy. And we have to be very mindful right now during this time that we are in together. Even suffering enriches our life. There's always a lesson there and an opportunity to grow from. But learn to process all of this with love. You can choose, you have the choice. You could do it through pain or you could do it through love and the opportunity to grow from it. So that's some of the teachings that I want to share with you today.
Beautiful.
And before we go into doing the Reiki today together for about 10 minutes, I want to share with you a mantra. But I want you to take a deep breath to center yourself. And to touch your heart, we're going to nourish our hearts today. So touch your heart, connect to your heart, bring all your consciousness to your heart. And just listen to these words that I'm going to say and let them just marinate in your heart. I am love. I am light. To manage my own energy field, I have every right. Compassion, peace, and strength I am. I witness the dark with peace in my heart. In my energy, there is only space for love. And gentle as a dove. I am unconditional love. I am unconditional love. I am unconditional love. Just choose a very comfortable position. We're gonna begin the Reiki for 10 minutes. And if you have any thoughts coming to you, any ruminating thoughts, just let them pass by as if they are clouds in the sky. Just let them pass and just breathe. Let your breath take you. Now I want you to take a deep breath and imagine yourself inside a quartz crystal, and it's pink. It's the energy of unconditional love, the unconditional love that you have for yourself and you emanate to others. Just feel that energy inside the quartz crystal that you are sitting inside of. It's going to help you transmute any emotions or any energies. It's going to transmute it to the energy of love. And you can use that tool. You can tap into that tool anytime that you choose to. You have that choice and you have that power in you. And I want to give thanks to all our guides, all our angels, all our light beings that was with us today during this healing. And importantly, I also want to give thanks to you for joining us in this gathering. So thank you, and thank you for Courtney for making this possible.
Oh, yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that Reiki energy. So I'm just gonna now invite everyone just to take some deep breaths and feel into this beautiful heart-centered crystal energy. I have this rose quartz here that I'm asking just to keep anchoring that crystal energy into our circle. And I'm going to invite us all just to start to tune in, as I'm sure we already have been, but just to really intentionally right now tune into the greater energy of this circle. I'm seeing this image of each of us is like a circle in ourselves, a cosmos, a planet in and of ourselves. And then there's this energetic connection that we're all forming, a grid of energy across land and space and time. Like the energies of constellations in the sky, we are constellations of energy on the planet. And I'm just inviting each of us to really tune into what that feels like in our body, in our energy, to feel that interconnected grid of energy that we are creating and forming with intention, with group coherence, bringing our hearts into coherence together, with intentionally attuning to one another, we start to create a bigger form of energy that can transmute even more energy. It's even more powerful as we have this collective heart that we create together. And feeling that as we all feel each other and this vibration of love that we're building inside of ourselves, see if you can notice that amplification in yourself. And let's also invite and notice that energy spreading out to all of the people and animals and nature and star beings and little earthworms in the ground, and just really letting that energy spread from this grid that we're creating outwards, really anchoring in our own cells and in the cells of the world around us this intention of love and heart and crystalline consciousness. It's so important to slow down and to notice how we are moving together, how connected we are, and how as we are in coherence and as we come into connection and coherence with each other, that shapes the energy of the world. In terms of the nervous system, there really is this place in our nervous system, the ventral vagal system, where as we feel connected with others, we come into safety, we settle more into ourselves, we're able to be more open and curious and playful. And this is like the magical key that each of us holds for one another, is we can inspire and awaken and tune into that in each other and amplify that feeling of safety and love and groundedness on the planet. And so just seeing if your nervous system can open to that, this energy system inside of you, this energy grid, this constellation inside of you, allowing it to feel how connected it is, its own vibration of love. Feels good to feel you all. Yeah. And now I'm going to invite us into this temple in our chest, this heart center. We're going to do a bit of a deeper journey now that we're so anchored in this vibration of love. And first, I'm just going to invite everyone to bring attention to their roots, to bring attention to their pelvis and their feet. And with the in-breath, to reach your roots down into Mother Earth. And these are really strong, healthy roots. With every in-breath, they dig deeper into Mother Earth, feeling her welcoming them, feeling her grounding energy, and breathing in even deeper. As all of our roots dig down consciously, they spread. They're welcomed by the soil, and they reach all the way down to the heart of Mother Earth. And all of our roots connect with her heart and connect with one another. And her heart holds this energy of abundance and prosperity and just boundless creation. We tune into that vibration of her heart and breathe it up through our roots and into our bodies, allowing her to fill us with that unending, abundant love. Feeling how she welcomes us here. We are her children. She so celebrates not only each of us being here, but us coming together in this moment and this beautiful intention we keep holding as beautiful humans on the planet. Wanting so much to praise and remember the mother. And then bringing our attention to the crown of our heads, we feel this white light moving up through the crown of our heads, up into the cosmos, this great mystery source. Allowing that light energy to move up, up towards grandmother moon, grandfather sun, brother and sister stars. Connecting with our galactic star brothers and sisters. So much benevolent support that we can tap into above us. These infinite resources, these rhythms, these teachers, these codes of energy. Noticing what kinds of energy you tune into, colors, shapes. Just noticing where your consciousness goes as it extends upward, seeing if there's any information for you to notice, gather. And then breathing that cosmic, universal energy down through the crown of your head and just allowing it to fill and love every cell of your body. You are a child of the universe. Each of us is a child of the universe. The universe has so much energy and love to give us and support us and hold us and guide us. And noticing that as each of us fills with this energy, we're also filling this connected grid between each of us, feeding that energy to each other and the world around us. And then I'm going to invite you to come into your heart space. So really in your body, really coming into this earth element of our bodies and coming into that chest space and the heart. And as we go in, we're going in just with curiosity, with reverence for this sacred temple that we hold in our own chests, this sacred temple that was created in divinity and grace and gift. And without judgment, just noticing what's happening in your chest in this moment. And I really want to acknowledge that there is both this light and this shadow that we tune into when we tune into our bodies, into the moment. And so letting yourself take in both, noticing if there's anywhere where there's tension or shakiness or uncertainty, noticing colors, texture, and also letting yourself notice where there's space, notice where there's maybe some movement, some openness. Just really letting yourself get a sense. And then also calling in this intention of this as a temple space, just looking around and seeing what other kinds of support is in this chest. I'm seeing like mosses and flowers and ancient stones that are placed just right in each of our temples. And so just looking around and seeing what kinds of resources and intention and support is in this space. And whatever images or scents or words come, allowing them and trusting that they're leading you to something important for your soul to know. And as you look around this temple, you notice these channels of light and water, of energy that are moving and flowing through. And for some that might be fast and quick, and for others it might be slow. There might be a lot of energy moving, or it might just be little trickles. And we just want to invite whatever that is to move in the way that it wants to move, and we just really welcome its flow. In these ancient temples, very intentionally, they used the flow of light and of water to move energy, to transform energy. And our heart space does the same thing. There's sparks of energy in our cells and light that fills us from the sun and from our own spirit. And of course, there's water too, and the blood that flows. And so we just want to tune into that light and that water that's moving energy in your chest in just the right way, because our bodies were so designed with that deep of intention. Our chests know how to move this energy. And then if you can tune in even deeper, there's air in there, oxygen in your cells, in your blood, space. So noticing how that air element moves and is present in your temple, in your chest. And noticing the earth element, the structure, the container of your ribs and your lungs and your actual heart. The magnificence of this matter, this solidness, this abundance of creation. And noticing in your chest if there's any particular shapes or ways that this temple is arranged. I'm noticing a spiral out of stone in the center of my chest. And I'm noticing a crystal where my heart is. It's like this crystalline shape. And just breathing whatever information you're getting in. Knowing that as we go slow in this way, we really allow all of ourselves to entrain and calibrate to this frequency. And because this is a temple, we make an offering That's an important teaching from Peru, the Peruvian Pacos, and also from the first peoples of this land. And most of our ancestors would have followed this too, but making an offering to earth, making an offering to these elements, to the heart, to God. So laying down tobacco or cornmeal, flowers, just seeing, what do you want to offer? And making that offering, feeling how everything around you responds in gratitude and reciprocity. Making that offering. And then just asking this temple space, is there anything in here that really needs to be transformed, that needs to be held? Is there anything you're noticing, like a past hurt, a collective fear, a tightness, uncertainty, anything ancestral? Just asking this temple to show you what's ready to be transformed in this sacred space. And allowing it to come forward in whatever way, whether it's a sensation, an image, a sound. And we're going to offer it to the medicine of this space. We're going to offer it to the transformative energies that already exist here. And we're just going to witness it being embraced in love, in support, in abundance, and allowing it to transform in whatever way, whether it's slowly or a burst of energy, and each of us doing this in our own temples amplifies the transformation that can happen for each of us. A deeper container. And feeling that cosmic support come in. And if you feel any resistance, that's okay too, like letting that resistance be there, that's part of the process. If you're feeling uncertain, if you're feeling numb, that's all part of it. It's all part of it. It's whatever's coming into that temple is meant to be there. And all we do is just hold space and trust that as we notice and as we offer it, it will transform. And then any heavy energy that you are ready to offer up, you can pull down through your roots and offer to Mother Earth. She's so good at taking hucha, heavy energy, and composting it and transforming it. So offering whatever you're ready to offer, whatever this temple is ready to offer back to the earth through your roots. Feeling Mother Earth take it with such gratitude. She's so excited to take that, support you. And then filling that space with cosmic love, filling it with your own love. And again, whatever sensations are happening, trusting that, whatever thoughts, it's all part of this transformation process. And then we are just going to each hold an intention of breathing into this temple space, anything around us in this collective greater field that is ready to transform. And so you have choice, like you just take in what feels right. But like as a collective, let's just breathe in maybe the collective fear or uncertainty, maybe that trying to figure it out in our heads that gets really stressful. So allowing that energy to fill our heart space in this temple and then be transformed. The heavy energy returning back to the earth. And with our breath, we breathe this new, refined, loving, compassionate, alive, trusting energy back into the world. That feels good. I'm feeling the work you guys are all doing. Beautiful, beautiful. This is that power of group meditation where really we do change the vibration of the world as we intentionally work with these collective energies. And I just want to really name right now, we really are working collectively. We really are becoming more and more of a global community. And one of our teachers, Puma in Peru, talked about that any healing we do now is global healing. Every piece we work within ourselves is for the whole of humanity. And so it's not only a gift to yourself, it's a gift to the world, and it does shift the vibration of how we all move through together. And I'm just feeling the apus, the mountains around me here, responding right now. They really love that. They're like, oh yeah, we're transforming energy here, and they're happy to have all these beautiful human allies helping with this. And so now I'm going to invite us each to just do a bit of a chant into this temple space before we leave and close. And so the heart mantra is Yam, Yam. And so as we'll just chant this at your own rhythm, but the important thing isn't necessarily how it sounds, but it's more how it feels and how it vibrates in your body. So just trusting, taking a deep breath. Yam. 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 And if there's any movements your body wants to make to just allow this vibration, like just following that, letting this vibration move into all your cells, opening it. Yam. 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 And one more. Yam. And then just shaking your body, shaking so that any more energy that just needs to be offered back to Mother Earth. Yeah, beautiful. And then placing our hands on our hearts and thanking this beloved temple. And knowing that as we connect with these sacred symbols and ways of moving energy that have existed in form, like on the earth, that people actually built these temples, we can take those principles and bring them into our bodies and work with that. And it just even anchors in even more the transformation that we can do. So just knowing that you can come back to this temple space and learn more about this space in your own journeys, so that it becomes easier and easier to transmute energy and to move whatever needs to move. And then I'm going to just invite everyone just to kind of come back into themselves, opening their eyes. I'm just going to offer this as a little blessing of closing from that meditation. And so I'm going to open it up in a moment to hear if people have any feedback or anything they want to share. But before I do that, I'm just going to sing a short little song that Pauline and I got to sing a lot together in Peru. And Pauline's got this beautiful hummingbird shirt because, yeah, I love how she's bringing the hummingbird energy. Hummingbirds, I'm sure most of you that I see on who are tuned in know about hummingbirds, but they really teach us how to take in the nectar of life. They're good at like flying around and finding like, oh, here's some nectar, and really like taking that in. Such good medicine for right now.
Yeah.
Is there anything more you would say about the hummingbird, Pauline?
Yeah, they teach us how to live in balance, even though it could be chaotic around us. They teach us how to live in peace and in harmony and to tap into love and beauty. And you have the power to do that, to tap into love and beauty, no matter what the circumstances can be. You have that choice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're so good at finding the nectar and all things. So maybe we'll just sing it a couple times, if you remember it, Pauline. Hummingbird, she sings through the stillness with her wings, and she tells me how to fly, moving swiftly
through the sky.
Hummingbird,
she sings
through the stillness with her wings, and she tells me
how to fly,
moving
swiftly through the sky.
Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna unmute everybody, and if there's anything that anybody wants to share or feels inspired, like felt called to share, you're welcome to. Just then, you'll unmute your mic and share. Yeah, and there's no pressure to share either. Just if you feel called. Here we go.
This stuff.
There we go. Okay, so is there anyone that feels like they'd like to share?
And then, so you know that wolf card? So I
Hello.
always ask about it. I'm always like, okay, show me my husband. Show me, like.
Okay, so it sounds like somebody's talking in the background. And we ended up joining in on their conversation. So I just muted. And maybe if there's anybody that wants to share, you could just message me a little quick chat, and I could in the chat section.
Or you can type your question there. Anything that came up, any images you want to share, any questions you might have, we're open.
Yeah.
Because, you know, sharing could be the medicine for us all. So feel free to share.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to thank you, ladies. That was really heart-centered and a beautiful meditation and Reiki, and just really energized me a lot. And I'm really grateful. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you for joining. I felt really happy when I saw you join. Thank you.
Took me a minute. I couldn't figure it out for a sec, but I was glad to get on. Thank you very much, ladies. It was great.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you as well. I just felt like this overwhelming calmness and expansiveness, and it was that collective meditation I really believe is so healing and nurturing for all of us collectively. And I've been doing a lot of meditation lately, so I really value this. So thank you for the gift, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for both of you, all of you, for everyone.
Yeah. Oh, Wendy, thanks for sharing your energy. I feel it. Beautiful.
Yeah, I want to say I feel really grateful. Thank you, Courtney, for inviting and for all being here together. And I noticed that getting in tune with my heart, sometimes I get in tune with my womb and I forget my heart as a woman. And it was really interesting. I just had this image of like the anatomic heart just bouncing and just pumping blood and just like filled with life, which this week has been a toughie for me. Yeah, thank you.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and that makes me really, like when you said womb space, Joannie, it's like, oh man, I think for women, their womb space and their hearts are very connected. Like I feel it makes me very curious about, yeah, that temple space of the womb and the heart and the way that they work together. So it feels like that kind of plants a curiosity for me too to explore. Yeah. Yeah.
Just wanted to echo that as well. Just a huge amount of gratitude for both of you for holding this space and for everyone that came. And I know it's been a fairly big week on my end. So as soon as I saw this come up, I'm like, I'm in. Yeah, really lovely. Really lovely to spend that time deepening into the temple of the heart and have that space and see the elements that show up. And yeah, I was hanging out here with my heart stone and my rose quartz, and I was like, yeah, this is exactly what I needed today. So thank you, ladies.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah. It was really interesting for me because this morning I was like starting to feel nervous about this because I don't plan a whole bunch about what I'm going to do, and I can still get a little bit like about, and it was so funny, like the message was like, well, come into the temple of your heart, and I was like, oh right. and then my heart temple started to tell me what to do, and so it was just like this process we're all in of like that. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, so just leaving a moment or two more of space in case anybody wants to share.
I would just like to say thank you to everyone for coming today. And I haven't done anything quite like this before. It was very enjoyable. My wife has done the 10-day silent Vipassana. So I've heard about that and the powers of meditation. So it's an interesting thing to begin. And, thank you for offering this today. Great.
Yeah. Yeah, Jackson, I was really happy to see you were joining. It's like nice to feel because you have such a beautiful heart, and it's nice to see your wife. I haven't met her yet. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for being willing to lean into something unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your presence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aw. It feels like so important that we all are in it together in whatever way.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks, Courtney and Pauline, for running this. I thought it was awesome, and thanks everyone for joining. Like, I really had an awesome meditation, and yeah, it was really beautiful.
Aw. Thank you, Jackson. I could really feel you over there. I could feel you anchoring some good vibes. Yeah.
I want to mention too, Pauline's background is so stunningly beautiful. It's making me really happy.
Thank you. That's the purpose. I wanted to tap into the energy of the spring now, and this is all for you guys. This flowers is an offering for each and every one of you.
It's beautiful, and it really matches your hummingbird shirt. They look like they want to dive right in.
It's all for you, this beauty.
It was pretty neat too, Pauline, when you were doing your Reiki, like you were like shimmering in and out and like blending into the background. So it looked like you were like at times you were barely there. And it was like,
oh, I'll have to go back and see that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Well, thank you, everyone. This is beautiful medicine that we are tapping into collectively, and just continue shining your light. I think this is really what is needed right now in the world. Is each one of us has, something to share in terms of shining your light, and it's, and also connecting collectively like we've done today. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And so maybe we could just close with a little prayer. Would that feel good for, yeah. Pauline, do you want to start, or is it okay if I start? What do you think? Yeah.
Feel free, Courtney.
So I just want to first offer gratitude to every heart that showed up in this circle, in this sacred grid that we created, to everybody who had the intention. I know there was lots of people too that had the intention, and I can feel them and their support of this too. So I just want to offer them support and gratitude. I want to thank all of the seen and unseen forces that are supporting us today and every day as we all move through this collective experience together. Thank you to Mother Earth and the apus, the mountains that are anchoring us, to the water that's flowing through, to the elements of air, fire, water, earth. Gratitude to Mother Earth for transmuting these heavy energies and guiding us. She so knows how to guide us through, and she's got very clear messages when we stop to listen. And gratitude to the sun and the moon who keep shining down on us. Gratitude to the medicine of the hummingbird, and to the ancestry of Reiki, and to the land that each of us is sitting on right now. Gratitude to Peru for inspiring Pauline and I for coming together. And to Puma and the teachers that have taught us and inspired us to pay this forward. To the energy of the crystal, the quartz crystal, the rose quartz crystal, to all of our crystal friends that help anchor energy. Gratitude to love, and to our womb space as women, and for men to their sacral space. Beautiful. And so just as we close, I'm just going to put on a song. This is a song. Les, Pauline, do you have anything else you wanted to share?
I think you said it all. Beautiful, Courtney.
Okay. So as we close, this is a beautiful song by Diva Primel, and Pauline sings it so beautifully. And basically, I looked it up. It's a West Africa song to the goddess of love. It's basically a chant to the goddess of love. And so we'll just leave you all with that.
Check it.